Constantly be aspiring, to reach higher and higher and higher. We should never be comfortable where we are. We should always.
I realized that going into my 30s was perfect for me. This is the perfect time for me to take time out for myself genuinely, instead of running rapid as a 20-year-old. I came into the realization that things are much smoother now. Things have gotten so much better for me. I have the mindset that I wish I had 10 years ago. But now I finally came into myself, stepping into the woman that I want to become, stepping into the great mindset that I want to develop more. Stepping into my true self was a journey for me. I had to take my time. I had to breathe. I had to do my mindset shifts. I've literally transformed myself 3 times. And now I'm only getting better and better as time goes on. This inspired me to do this video for you all.
Hello everyone, this is Glow Up with Rashe, and I am Rashe here for you. I have not spoken on this so much, and I feel like, I need to do a video on this. This is something that's calling me to do a video on this topic. Is it too late to glow up and love yourself in your 30s? Okay. I see a lot of videos and a lot of people is talking about glowing up and transformation, but they're in their 20s. So they haven't yet experienced all it is to life. I feel like once you step into your 30s, you're like, oh, this is how it works, and this is how I work, and kind of get more sense of yourself, kind of know a little bit more about yourself. You don't know everything, but you know more about yourself than your 20s, because I feel like I did not know enough about myself. And as I transformed my life and I glowed up into this beautiful woman, and I'm talking about inside, I've noticed that I don't like certain things, I do like certain things. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gents, it is never too late to evolve. It is never too late to transform yourself and transform your life. Never, ever, ever. You look at some of these people that think they have it all together in their 20s, and then when they hit their 30s, they don't have it all together. So this is a facade in some people's lifestyles. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. The first lesson for me is being able to not post personal things on social media. And I feel like that just gives me enough time and enough space and enough privacy to create the life I want without others and monitoring spirits in my life and in my personal business. The ones who knows my personal business is the ones who know my personal business. So, you see, and I've seen this quote on social media, you don't see my business on social media, you see my personality. And that's totally different, and it's totally right. And the only thing I could think of is Instagram and Facebook being so toxic, and just with a lot of toxic energy and a lot of toxic people that is in this show-off facade era. It's not genuine anymore. I feel like, back in MySpace days, people were like posting because they loved to post. They were posting what they loved to do because they loved it. When YouTube first came out, it wasn't all about monetizing. It was about doing it for a passion. But we also went into this era of comparison. And now that I'm in my 30s, I realized I'm not comparing myself to nobody but the freaking mirror. I'm never going to be in a race with anybody. You can think that you're in a race with me, but it will never work out, because I know myself, I know my journey, and I know what's for me. So it will never work out for you if you think you're in a race with me, or if you think you're going to do something better than me. And if that's your mindset, then you will never succeed in anything you do. Now, what I started doing more was finding my true wardrobe, what styles work for me. I play around with it. Now, people say you have to have a signature look, and this is like the clean girl era, which I don't agree with as well, because I'm not stuck to any certain type of style. That's just me. I like everything, okay? I like goth, rebel look. I like the moto jackets. I like the clean girl look. I like the linen pants, but sometimes I like some booty jeans. You know, that's my style. I like a little bit of everything. And it's okay if you're like that. You don't have to fit into a certain aesthetic in your 30s. Stop caring about trends. If you want to live a happy life, you cannot keep up with the new aesthetic, because literally the new aesthetic is going to be the old aesthetic in 2.5 seconds. Like, let's face it, I've lived through many of trends, many of eras, and it played out and it got old quick. So don't try to keep up with nothing. Just keep up with your own style. Know what works for you. Be comfortable in your own skin. Rock it with confidence, and boom, bam, period. It's never too late to change your style. If you're a girl that don't know fashion, look at Pinterest. Look at Pinterest OOTDs, inspirations. Look at YouTube. Sometimes I do like little YouTube fall haul. It doesn't have to fit a certain aesthetic. It can be all over the place. As long as you rock it cute and with confidence, you're good. Being in your 30s does not mean that you have to keep up with everybody trends, okay? Okay, we are not doing the lazy girl era in our 30s. That's just something is non-negotiable. Let's get out of that slump. Let's get out of that bed and let's start being productive. And you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning to become this person that you always wanted to become. A lot of millionaires don't have that same routine that everybody is talking about, that you have to wake up super duper early. And I've tried that and I'm like, this is definitely not me. Yes, I like to wake up early, but not 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning. That's just no. And you don't have to do that to be successful. As long as you get what you have to get done, and stay on point. Have your little planners on the side, have your little, notepads, your to-do list. Get things done, get your errands done, get up, get dressed, smell good, look good for yourself. Then you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to get things done. Also, I feel like there's always room to transform yourself in general. Do a whole cleanse, and I'm talking about social media cleanse, friendship cleanse, relationship cleanse, any type of cleanse you need to do, you need to do it. Get rid of those who are unsupportive. Get rid of those who only come into the picture when they need something, only want to know your business, only want to be nosy. If you have friends, do not put that friend label on everyone. And I realized this stepping into my 30s. Everyone is not your friend, and that is okay. Some people are associates, some people are people just to have fun with. Don't put that friend label on everyone, because everyone does not have those friend qualities. And like I said, it's okay. It's not disappointing to me anymore. I've been there and I've learned. So transforming my life in that era, I began to notice certain things. Once I began to learn more about myself and love myself a little bit more, I've realized certain friends dropped like flies. Like, they literally dropped. Like, it's like, okay, what happened? Like, nobody's in the picture no more. And certain things I stopped doing, and I talked about this on my TikTok, Diva Shay Talks. Go out and check that out. Go and check out my TikTok. Certain things I stopped doing, which was putting myself down in front of others. I used to do this a lot to fit in, and because I grew up in a place where I did not have friends like that, I wanted to be relatable, I wanted to be sociable. I am a glam girl. I like my makeup, I like my hair, I like my nails, I like my outfits, and sometimes I don't fit into everyone's, situation or category as a friend, and that's okay. But I had to learn it the hard way, that I'm was steadily putting myself down and making fun of myself in groups and situations so other people can feel comfortable around me, because I'm this extra person. And now that I stepped into my 30s, I don't give a damn. I don't care anymore. Like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I don't give two F's. Like, that is your business. Whatever problem you have in your head that you have with me, that's in your head. That's your business. You take care of that. I have nothing to do with that. And I did another video on being the villain is okay. If I'm the villain in your story, I am perfectly fine with that. That's not my purpose to explain myself to you or to change your mind. If that's your version of me, then that is totally fine. Everyone have a perception, just like everyone have a, you know what else. So it's like, I don't care anymore. I don't care about being the villain. And I feel like stepping in my 30s, that really reflected in my life as, I don't care who don't like me. I literally don't care who don't like me. And I used to be the person that wanted to be liked and be accepted by everyone. And now I feel like I don't want to be accepted by everyone. I'm okay with being the oddball out. I'm okay with being ostracized. I'm okay with being unique, quirky, and me, just all in general. I'm okay with being extra because I realize it's me. This is me, and I've accepted it. I've lived with it, and I've learned to come to terms that I am happy with who I am as a person. And also, this is a huge tip, but it's really, really simple. Stop caring what other people has to say about you. Girl, you are in your 30s now. Who the F cares? Like, who cares about other people's opinions about you or what they have to say about you, the gossip? None of that matters. It's time to live your life simply for you. And whatever the naysayers have going on, that's their problem. That has nothing to do with you. You live your life for you and be comfortable with the person who are you becoming. Because like I said, we are always becoming and transforming into different people. I'm not the same person that I was 10 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago. I've transformed my life at least 3-4 times by now to be here. And I'm still not at the level of success that I want to be in for myself, not for nobody else, but that I want to be in for me. So we're always transforming. People are always going to talk bad about you, no matter what. And if they talk bad about you, that means you're doing something right. People are always going to have something to say. Whether you have $1 million sitting on a hill somewhere praying in a Buddha position, whether you're helping your family, whether you're helping the homeless, whatever you got going on, people are always going to find fault in you because you have that ambition, you have that determination to transform your life into something better. And a lot of people don't have that motion. A lot of people don't have that spunk to do better. They want to stay stagnant and they want to be in the same position forever. And that's just how it is sometimes, and you can't change everything. Okay, last but not least, make sure you set those healthy freaking boundaries. I cannot stress this enough. Don't mind my nails. I use press-on nails, honey, so it done popped off, okay? I'm going to glue it back on, I promise. But it popped off right before this video. Let's get back into it. But please set healthy boundaries for yourself. Don't be afraid to say no. If something doesn't serve your higher purpose, if something doesn't serve your peace, your soul, your energy, don't be afraid to say no. You have a voice, use it. Do not be walked over, especially in your 30s. Don't be bullied in your 30s by any co-workers, friends, family, etc. You are your own person now. Like 20s is so much room for mistakes, and there's so much room for mistakes in your 30s as well because we're growing. But you should know this by now, that you cannot be walked over, okay? Because people will literally get by with anything if you allow them to. If you allow them to treat you a certain way, they're going to continue to treat you a certain way. If you allow somebody to take advantage of you, they're going to continue to take advantage of you. You have a voice to speak up and not be guilty about saying no, because this was me in my 20s. I'm like, okay, no, I don't want to go out tonight, and then I like hide the person messages so I don't see what they say next, or block them so I won't see what they say next. I used to be really afraid of just saying no to things and saying I can't do it. And now that I realize that, hey, I'm protecting myself, I'm protecting me, I'm being mindful of what situations and people that I'm putting into my life, I'm being mindful of how I allow other people to treat me. So putting boundaries and putting up that wall is definitely healthy. Don't be guilty, don't feel guilty. This is your life, okay? And that is my video of transforming in your 30s. Is it still room to grow? Yes, it is still room to grow. And I guarantee you, by the time we are turning 40 and 50, that we are probably going to be two different people by then as well. There's always room for growth. Stop comparing yourself to the younger females, to the older females. It is not about them. The only time that exists is right now, and you are here right now. So get on the ball, start that business. Don't be afraid to start over again. Get that husband, get that wife. Don't be afraid to start over again. Like I said, start fresh, start new. Whatever you do, just put your all into it. Be 100% passionate about what you go getting, okay? And thank you for joining this video today. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.